Help Action Needed, a D&D podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Help Action Needed, a D&D podcast. My name, as always, is Sean Hardy, and with me is some cool people. Who are these cool people? They are...
Hi, I'm Kate Pizarczyk-Johnson, and I play Nori.
I'm Dan Johnson, and I play Cass.
I'm Julie Prez, and I play Frog.
Nice. Last we left our heroes, they had just done a whole lot of really cool prep stuff. They found out that Cassiopeia had been the mage who originally disguised Julian's Fey abilities from everyone else. They made Julian no longer a Fey, casting using one of the wish stones granted to him by his patron to not save the brothers as he was originally planning on, but instead to make sure that Julian and Dion's wedding could go off and they could be happy without, evil schemes happening. Speaking of evil schemes, there are evil schemes in the background, where a bunch of the nobles of the country are thinking, hey, maybe if we sabotage this wedding and make things go really bad, we can bring back our blood goddess, and that can only be a good thing for us, and also a good thing for the world. It would not be a good thing for the world, but due to some expert sleuthing from Nori and Frog, they were able to uncover the plans, and so all that really remains for them to figure out now is how they're going to save Archimedes from this wedding, and afterwards, what they're going to do. So, cast, we will join you now at the start of the wedding. You are in a giant cathedral, the same cathedral that days ago Nori and Frog infiltrated and went to the top of. Frog, you would remember that there are arcane sigils on some cabinets and doors that if you just try and open without supposed to be, they might, cause a problem for you. So probably communicate it to the other two not to open anything unless absolutely necessary, or things that are in the public eye, as it doesn't make sense for anything publicly to be trapped. There are large bouquets of wisteria flowers all over, bringing a pleasant smell in, and just lines and lines and lines of people down below, most of whom have to stand, but in the alley side alcoves where you all are sitting, and on the other side where other important guests are sitting, are nice rows of benches and chairs. And you can see the altar at the front, where James Whitmore is currently standing there in his purple robes, with Dion, seeing that Julian will soon be making an entrance into the cathedral. What's on all of your minds?
There's nothing but terror and fear, and also wonderful excitement, all at the same time. It has been so long since I've been to a wedding, thinking internally, of course. That'll be so exciting to see two lovebirds get married, and also knowing that this plan could go to shit really fast. So I'm just a little bit scared. Yeah. That's how Nori's feeling.
Frog is sitting there very anxiously, twiddling her thumbs, thinking about what's going to happen next, but also excited that, Julian will be coming in soon and everything will be great for them. And she's looking around to see if she can spot Archimedes anywhere.
Make a perception check.
16.
On a 16, you don't see him in the crowd. Well, Cass, what are you up to?
Doing pretty much the same thing, just keeping an eye on the crowd in general, seeing if anyone is acting odd for a wedding type situation, and also looking for Archimedes, just keeping an eye out since he's the sort of the pivot point of the problem we now have.
Cool. Make either perception or insight, depending on if you're trying to read the crowd or look for Archimedes.
I would say Archimedes probably is the bigger issue because...
Perception check.
Do perception.
Or you could also do investigation because you're actively looking. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do investigation.
Frog, if you want to have done investigation too, you can.
So, nat 20 for 25.
Oh, nice. You know he's not in the building. If he's in it, he's not. If he is here, he's disguised or something. But he is not hidden amongst the crowd. No one's sitting with him. Archimedes is currently not here.
And knowing that I've not seen him or not like really feeling his his aura, let's say, in the building quite yet, I'm just gonna let out a sigh of relief of, well, at least this hasn't gone completely terrible already. And I'll relay this information to them for the time being, just so everyone's aware that he's not here yet. Also, one other thing is I'm just going to have my book out, my tome for Warlock Pack, just out in my hands, just sort of waiting.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, as you all wait, the procession starts to come to an end. The proceedings come to an end. The procession hasn't started yet. There are a couple more people that file in. A couple people of note bring themselves up to the front of the stage. You'd see two little guys. They just look like little altar boys. But with them wearing a large crown and a pope hat on top, you see Archimedes goes and sits on a specialized chair for him, right behind where the altar would be. To 99% of the people in here, he is completely out of sight. Like, nobody here would even see him because of the way the altar is raised up. If they're standing on the ground floor, they cannot see up above it. From the wings of most of where you all are sitting, it's a weird angle. And if you hadn't caught him hopping in with the servers, I don't even think from your angle you would see him here either. But with a huge smile on his face and the crown Nori fashioned him converted into a pope's hat, Frog King Archimedes is now sitting on the stage. You also see, moving towards the front and sitting down in a spot normally reserved for the family, is Lady Cassiopeia, indicating that she still has a good connection with the Wyndham Cloudvale family, regardless of whether or not Dion and Julian have informed Dion's parents, who you all have never met, that she's evil. But you would see the two of them come in, and then you would hear a nice soft music change as in the back door, the doors open and very large spectral images of Dion and Julian's shared history are projected throughout the cathedral down the aisle. As you look over, and in the same matching gold and white suit that Dion is currently wearing on the altar, Julian opens the door, matching suits, and begins walking in. What are your thoughts here?
I'm assuming that the order that we are sitting is Frog, Nori, Cass. So, assuming that everyone can see Frog, Kane, I'm just going to elbow Nori in the ribs and just be like, up there, there's the problem.
I'll go, and I'll look at Cass and just give him a nod. About how far from the altar are we seated, distance-wise?
So you got moved to being in the main room, but you're still probably a good 80 to 100 feet back. It's back into the side and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I will also nudge Frog and do the same gesture that Cass did, to hopefully kind of start the plan in motion that we had discussed to hopefully save this silly little frog boy. Oh.
I mean, I suppose now would be a good time to try to go get him because everybody would be looking at Julian, which is in the opposite direction.
Oh. Yeah. So I'll really tap Frog to be like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And then
Frog is gonna cast invisibility on herself casually, hoping no one else notices.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, casually. People are going to notice because you don't have subtle spell, but roll a stealth check to see how few people notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of meant to do this beforehand, but it's okay.
Well, what if Frog just happened to go down a mini stairwell or go to the bathroom or...
Yeah, I was thinking to try to go to the bathroom, but that would also be very interrupting.
And also we've already gotten to the point of the like procession coming in, so it's like you would not have time to get it all done.
No.
Okay, I
So
was
just
trying to help.
just go for it. Let's see what happens.
I got 14.
A 14. Okay.
I mean, I feel like I could probably do that with advantage because everybody is looking at Julian as he's like walking in.
Except for the fact that you're in a very crowded section of seating and someone just apparently vanished.
I guess. Okay.
From your perspective, you don't think many people have noticed your invisibility.
Okay. I'm on the end by like the wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Like, is there a walkway there?
If you like, yeah, like there's a aisle down.
Okay.
And the other two, still looking at Julian, you would see that Seth and Alto appear to be guarding the front door. Like after Julian walks in, they close the door and stand inside.
Okay.
And while Frog is doing this, I'm just going to switch with Nori, so now I am on the end of the row. And as I'm doing that, is our favorite Cassiopeia paying attention to us?
You can roll investigation on her if you want to try.
oh, this game again. Okay. You said investigation?
Yep.
Alright. 12.
You can't tell. If she's hiding it well.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to let this happen then.
Cool.
Actually, one last clarifying. How tall is the thing that Archimedes is behind?
Like 4.5-ish feet. It's like
Yeah,
your
so it's like
average
a normal altar.
Catholic stone altar. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm good.
He's not very visible though, right?
No. Like the people that are sitting in like the worst seats can see him, but most people cannot. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Frog is going to move rather quickly up the aisle, trying to beat Julian up there, obviously. And head up to the altar where he is at and hide
Are you
behind.
doing anything to enhance your speed, or are you just trying to get up there?
I'm just getting up there.
Cool. You know from your the distance you cannot beat him there with your movement speed.
Okay. Can I fly then? No, I can't because that would take away my invisibility. Okay.
I mean, you can still get up there. You're just going to be up there, like, having to navigate a full-on wedding happening around you. So as you get up there...
So how far is his walk in?
Well, he only has a straight line. Like, it's only like a 50-foot straight line. You guys have, like, a weird angle to get up there.
Okay.
As you sneak your way up, you can see that the procession has is turning towards your altar that you're standing on. You're still invisible, so that's not an issue. There would be seated behind the altar is where the two little servant boys will be sitting, the altar servers, and then Archimedes' chair, which is not visible to anyone, and then the chair for the High Cleric, should he need to sit at all. But as you get up there is when James Whitmore addresses the audience. Dearly everyone, we are gathered here today because we need to do a wedding. We are all very excited and happy to have the new heirs to the throne joined in unison today. It has not been long since the last High Cleric has left this plane, so we know with his spirit and guidance that the relationship that these two men have built will further foster everything going forward. What are you trying to do, Frog?
Get up onto the altar behind the chair that Archimedes is in, and kind of like duck down and try to hide behind him. I guess.
Okay.
So that like as few people can see me as possible when I change out of invisibility to recast.
Yeah, if the way the altar is set up, if you go underneath it, the only people that would see are the two altar boys.
Right. Yes. And I mean, it can happen pretty fast, right? So they'll just be like, "Whoa," they won't really like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then
You may assume that they will remark on the fact that a frog that they were in charge of protecting has disappeared. But...
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then I will recast invisibility on us together. Ready, set, go.
Cool.
Does anything bad happen?
We're gonna get to that. The other two, what are you guys trying to do?
I will be counting to like 20 or however long I would conceptualize it would take to maybe have Frog get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And I would be holding a spell.
Okay.
I would be holding a spell in case shiz gets too bad or we need to yeet ourselves. Other than that, I might be like holding on to Cass's pants.
What spell are you holding?
Yeah, you do need to declare.
Oh man, I don't want to declare what spell.
Well, you have to.
Oh, okay. Yes. I will have I'm sorry, one more time. Moonbeam prepared with the notion to have it placed to like the side, or if I don't have to be that specific, never mind. Sorry, I'll just have that prepared.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, Cass, is there anything you're doing as you see Nori prepping a spell that you've seen her cast before, just in case?
Cass is at this point now white knuckling the pew in front of him, knowing that Nori's about to go just postal on this wedding for some reason. And I'm assuming, did we see Frog get up there and like phase out or no? Or is Frog that made it up?
Well, she was invisible getting up there. So
okay, so
you wouldn't see her.
Then I'm going to do something similar to Nori. I'm going to have a spell ready. I'm going to have Dimension Door ready. And all I'm going to do with it is... Do I need to tell you the trigger for it too?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pretty much, if it gets to the point where Frog King is like that part of this plan we know about is going to happen, I'm going to put myself in between me and whoever is going towards him.
Okay, cool.
Preferably, if he's behind the altar, I would be like crouching as I go through the door.
Frog, how many hit points do you have?
Oh god. What the hell? How many hit points do I have?
That was the question, yep.
Okay. 79. No,
okay.
69. No, 79, yeah. 79. Right.
You feel yourself getting very tired, but it does not take effect. But you feel Archimedes, as you turn invisible and grab him, falls asleep in your arms. Which you know from the past, Archimedes makes a lot of sounds when he's sleeping. So if there's something you want to do about that, you can. And you don't seem to know the source of what's happening. Can I also get a wisdom save from you, please?
I suppose, if you must. What's my thingy? Wisdom! Okay. 18.
Cool. You feel someone trying to restrain you in place underneath the altar, and you are able to shake it off. The other two. Nothing bad seems to have happened to Frog. Do you let your spells go, or do you cast them?
No, I would let mine go. And
Okay.
maybe just make sure I have a stoic look on my face, but also trying to have a hand on my weapon.
Let it
Wow,
go.
you're just really out here being fully aggressive, Nori. Cool. Then go ahead and mark the spell slots for if you had cast them. And yeah, it continues on. The wedding continues. They do the whole, if you intend to be here fully within yourself, who you are, please state your name and your intentions and tell us the vows of each other. And Dion, of course, goes on a long spree. Julian goes on a much longer spree. You have heard these before because they're the same vows that they gave when Nori wed them. This time, though, said with like a lot more humor in them, as though they're sharing a joke that nobody else is in on. You all, of course, know that the joke being that it doesn't matter what they say. They've been married for 2 weeks. None of the things that the people do here impacts them or who they are. And then you see, Frog, that the people around you start moving as though they need to get ready for communion, which you would know would require a lot of them to come in direct contact with the altar. Is there anything you're doing?
You said that I shook off. Can I move or can I not move?
Yeah, nothing impacted you. You have an Archimedes asleep in your arms who is going to start snoring loudly in a few seconds.
Got it. I will close his little lips with my fingers so that he cannot open his mouth and make sound. And then I will try to artfully dodge any people and move off the altar back towards where I came from.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Make it at advantage because you're hidden, and then the other person will just do something else.
There's like no additional connections that we all have that like maybe we could talk telepathically, correct? Aside from like Frog being able to talk to the brothers.
Do you want to summon your goddess here and now into this crowded room of people?
No.
Then no. Then the answer to that question is no.
I got a 13 on my stealth check.
Okay. Cool. None of the people that are up there with you get in your way. You're able to nimbly dodge them and everything. You would know, just because of how trained you are as a mage, both your invisibility and the sleep will wear off soon, possibly before you could make it back up to where you're going. Do you want to head back to Cass and Frog, or to Cass and Nori, or do you want to like go somewhere else?
Is there a door on the sides anywhere?
Yeah, there's 2 like closed alcove doors on the side. You saw that the altar service and Archimedes came out of one of the alcove doors. They closed it behind them, but it's there, and you imagine they wouldn't have locked it if they just came out of it.
From being in here before, what I would know where they lead to.
This is on the ground floor. You have not been on the ground floor of it.
Got it. Okay, I will try to again stealthily open the door.
Cool.
And
you very stealthily open the door. And can I get you to just roll a quick initiative, please? The other 2. You see a door open and close. Anything you guys want to do? You don't see Frog, you don't see Archimedes, you don't see Panic starting up.
Nori is thinking very intently.
Okay.
Fudge nuts. Okay. I see a door open and close. Would nothing... I saw nothing go in and out of those doors.
Nope.
I might nudge Cass and say, hey, doors at whatever o'clock. Do we think that could be Frog? And Frog King.
It is like, the thing's still happening. People are still talking, so it's
it is still actively mid-wedding, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to like bend down as if tying my shoe and grab Nori's head and just like bend, like get down too and be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's them, unless you can think of somebody else that's magically opening a door.
Okay, smartass, do you think that we should go and, like, I don't know, help? Or should we just stay here? Or, I don't know, should I cast Sending and try and ask Frog if they need help? Or should I wait? What should I do?
You could. I would not cast anything here, because there's obviously a bunch of people.
Okay, yeah, I fucking understand that, but I'm, like, internally...
Okay, why don't you just excuse yourself to the twins, not the twins, the brothers, out front, really quick, and cast Sending and see what's going on, and then you can make your way back in. I, in the meantime, will keep an eye on everything going on in here, and if you hear a loud explosion, that was probably me, and I'm doing my best.
Okay, go team!
Cool.
I will do that in whatever order that needs to happen.
Yeah, it'll take you like 2 or 3 rounds to get over to them, to talk to them. So in the meantime,
Also-
Frog, what was your...
Clarifying,
Go for
just while I'm down there, since I'm sort of out of sight, I'm going to use my Pearl of Power just to regain that spell slot that I used holding it. So
Yep.
just sort of washing the table there.
No worries. Frog, what's your initiative roll?
14.
Cool. That beats a 10. When you open the door, I imagine you're being cautious. So you don't have, like, the other person's not surprising you by being in here. But you see that there is one of the nobles, Barto, from the last, like, meeting, is in the room, and you see that there's some sort of, like, ink in his eyes that allows him to see invisible creatures, because they fully imagined you were going to pull some sort of nonsense like this. You get the jump on him, though, maybe because you are invisible and he didn't think you'd be attempting this so early in the ceremony. You act before him. What would you like to do? You know that he is, like, a large man and that he hits hard if he chooses to hit.
I think I want to cast Conjure Lesser Demons.
Okay. What kind of demons do you want to summon?
Well, I don't know if this is going to be too noisy.
Hey, what kind of demons do you want to summon?
It's fine. Okay. Some wretches.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, what does it look like as Frog reaches into the abyss and pulls out 8 tiny demons?
Yeah, she's just gonna do it. And as soon as she does it, because I can move still, right?
It would, like, your movement would have been getting into here.
Ah, got it. Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna move back a little bit. I mean, I know I'm at the door, but like to a corner or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna pull them out of thin air and throw them essentially at Barto.
Cool. Do they act on your initiative, or how do they work?
Let me double check.
Oh, the demons are hostile to all creatures, including you.
Yeah, which is why I was gonna back up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for the summoned demons.
Oh, that's not as fun. 6.
Okay, so they will go after Barto. Cool. So while this is happening, Cass, you would see from your seat Dion's face change. It's like, if you didn't know him, it would be hard because he has like a very stoic face at all times. But his paladin aura seems to be pinging the fact that there are now several several fiends in the cathedral. You see, like, just the innate paladin in him seems to have a momentary freak out. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything. In his mind, he's probably trusting you all or assuming that this is part of, like, the evil plan and that he can't break character. But you have seen that at least Dion has pinged. For some reason, there's now demons in the cathedral. Cool. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Frog? You have a bonus action available to you if you want to use a bonus action for anything.
I'll use Misty Step
To get where?
to get as far away as I possibly can.
Okay, so yeah, it will break your invisibility is already broken from the demon
Yeah.
summoning, so you can get to the other side of the room, which would put 8 demons you would put Barto between you and 8 demons. Cool. Perfectly fine. Such a lovely thing to do. Okay, that brings us over to Barto, who doesn't see where you went because he's staring down 8 demons. And his primary objective is, if you try to run, get enough people bleeding that it works. And he's assuming demons bleed, so he's going to try and attack some of the demons. The first attack hits. The second attack also hits. So you see, like, this man summons a axe out of nowhere. Like, he wasn't holding a weapon, he just had his, like, fists, and summons his hand up and gets a large axe that he uses to cleave down 2 of your 8 demons. Nori, you're now halfway to the door. Cass, you see the panic happening. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
So I would just see that Dion knows something's happening, but I, like, truly, it's like, as Cass, I really have no idea what that actually means, though.
Nope. You just see that Dion had a weird reaction to something. Okay.
Did he glance or anything, or just sort of, like, shift uncomfortably, like, type situation?
Like a shift. He just knows in the vicinity they have been summoned.
Okay, then if that's the case, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just keep an eye out for anything and see if, like, direct my attention more towards the door that I saw open and see if I can notice anything else happening there.
Sounds good. Frog, you see 3 of the remaining 6 demons try to head to the door, but their little, like, weird-ass forms gets caught up as they're trying to leave, so all 4 of them will instead go for Barto. Hit. And the 4th one does not hit. That 4th one is a miss. So they are going to do... Cool. With 3 pairs of teeth sinking into this man, he seems injured. Like, it's not... Oh, actually, I forgot something. The last one had advantage. With 4 pairs of teeth sinking into this man, he's not in a good way. Like, he's a noble, he's not wearing any super good armor or anything, and you just summoned a bunch of demons to go for him. So that's cool. The other 2, however, are going to run for you, because they're little chaos gremlins. The 2 does not hit you, the 21 does. So you're going to take 6 points of slashing damage as one of your own fiends grabs onto your arm and bites deep into you. Nori, you are at the door. What do you want to tell Seth and Alto?
How many other people are within ear's reach?
Not many, because they're, like, guarding the entryway. Like, even the seats are a good 5-10 feet beyond where you are.
Okay, I will do my best to silently say, just as an FYI, I'm fairly certain that Frog has made her way into one of the side rooms with Frog King. She's invisible, and while we don't hear anything, we don't know if anything's going on because we haven't heard from her. So I'm gonna go out here and just take a quick little breather. But, you guys can always check in with her too. And if you hear a big explosion, that's Cass. Okay, bye!
Okay. Cass, anything you would be doing?
Just at this point, since I know shit's happening in that room, I'm thinking, not much I can do, so I'm going to be scanning the room to see is part of this plan starting to unfold, or are we still early on in the, like, ceremony?
Yep. Go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
Ooh. Let's see. Insight. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use a lucky point because that was terrible.
Okay. Cool.
19.
Nice. What's it look like as your luck changes in the moment?
So, you just see Cass sort of, like, look up very focused, and then all of a sudden, as he's looking up, like, just get a puzzled look really quick of, what was I doing again? And then snaps back to it and is like, okay, what were we doing?
Okay. Yeah, on a 19, you can tell that the movement of the people setting up for like a communion is not typical. Like, you're not the most churchy of people, but like your town like has it. Like, Ansel had a church, still has a church. Like, it's involved enough that you know what a typical procession of it all looks like, and they're not doing things in the right order. On the 19, you would imagine that they were not expecting Frog King to be gone, and especially not expecting Frog King to not have been held in place by both of their backup spells. So it seems like they're kind of trying to delay to see if somebody else can get something to happen, is what you would see on that 19.
Okay, then is me getting up at this point going to be suspicious? Is everyone sitting
Everyone's sitting. It would be weird. It wouldn't be suspicious.
Okay, I'm going to...
I'd also say with your church knowledge, you would know in about a minute would be when everyone starts lining up. So...
Yeah, no, I'll wait. Just knowing that, I'm going to wait and sort of see what's going on.
Cool. Frog, back to you. What are you up to?
Can you tell me how big the room is?
Yeah, it's like a smaller, just side chamber, so it's probably only 30 by 40. I will also say, just above table, you picked a really good one to summon because they can't speak. All the other demons would have screamed upon being summoned, but these ones can't scream.
Amazing. Love that for me.
Yeah.
He says 30 feet by 30 feet?
30 by 40. Yeah, it's 40 feet long, 30 feet short. 30 feet across. Including all of the tables that are in here, and the dressers that are in here, and the demons that are in here, and the man that is in here, and the sleeping Archimedes, who is also no longer invisible but is still asleep.
Okay. I would like to move to the corner furthest away from everything. So from
that is kind of where you're at already from your Misty stuff.
Okay.
You're already in that far corner.
Okay, I would like to go as far as I physically can. And
Okay.
then I'm going to cast Fireball. And
Okay.
hope for the best. And I'm
Cool.
gonna upcast it also, so
Okay.
just to get
Go ahead
this
and roll
done with.
the damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
35.
okay. Cool. I have to check something.
Kona's like, okay, talk about chaos.
I'm not talking about that. You said 35?
Yeah. Did I kill him? Hope not.
Archimedes has 18 hit
I'm
points.
holding him though, right?
Fireball is everyone in the space, including you. And it's but he has 1 hit point too many to be insta-killed by this.
Okay.
Because if you had done 36 damage, Archimedes would have died. However, yes, Kate?
Clarifying point, but if Frog just happened to fully decide to do this, wouldn't that then be killing Archimedes, which then in turn would maybe do their ceremony thing?
Yeah.
You're not in the room. But also, yeah, you lucked out. Giant frog stat block has 18 hit points. If you had rolled
Wait,
one
so
die
I
higher,
also
you
take 35?
Yes, because it's a 30-foot radius. There's nowhere in this room to hide from a fireball. This room is too small to hide from a fireball.
Okay, I did not understand that, but that's okay.
As this happens, all of your imps die.
Yeah.
Barto is not dead, but he is making death saves. Archimedes is literally holding on by pure ego and spite at this point. He goes next, so he will make a death save. Okay, I will note that down. Cass, you very clearly hear a loud explosion coming from the side chamber in which you imagined Frog would be in. Is there anything you would like to do?
Does anyone else hear an explosion at this point?
Everyone. Almost every head in the church is turned to this explosion. Not many people seem to know its source of origin. They all know it's like up towards the altar, but you are like, it's gotta be in that room because you don't, like, nobody sees the explosion, but you see every head in the entire building is turned looking for an explosion.
Cool. So at that point, does Dion also turn and does he make any eye contact with where our group should be at this point?
He is like staying in character, so is Julian, like looking around up there, not trying to give eyes to anyone in the spot that could give away that he's working with anyone, talking to the like priest as like, do we go on? Like he is staying up there in his role.
At that point, then I will get up and get my staff out, like act like it's using it as a walking staff, and I will look back to the brothers and like point to the door, like sort of letting everyone know, like, hey, we're sending people in to figure out what's going on, like trying to do an official, like, hey, we're gonna go handle whatever's going on there. There we go. Yeah, and I'm just gonna start walking up, like casually, not running, not causing a bigger scene, but casually approaching whatever happening up there.
Yeah, after a couple of seconds, and there doesn't seem to be a secondary explosion or a further problem happening, you hear from like the thing like, everyone, please take your seats. We will be fine. We will send people in. We will investigate what could be happened, but in the meantime, we have a wedding to finish, and it will be okay. Frog, you hear doors opening. Is there anything you're doing?
No, I'll just turn and look and be prepared. Or like,
Okay.
Whatever I see.
Not going to try and hide or anything, just going to stand there and be prepared?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of places I could hide in here, so...
No, and especially the ones that did exist, you just lit on fire.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. Didn't know if you had any invisibilities prepared or anything left that you could use to hide.
No,
but yeah, okay. So you all see, because everyone's head is turned this way, that two paladins of the church, they are technically under Dion's leadership, but you don't know whose alliance they would be on in this moment, open the door. Frog, you are taken in handcuffs, as you are the only person in this room holding somebody that the paladins know had been on the altar. There is an unconscious body on the floor and a demon summoning circle. So, that's the scene you are walked into. Are you going to try and resist or do anything, or are you just going to allow this to happen?
I am going to... I would like to try to convince them that I am in the right here.
That is
and
not
like
going
help.
to work.
Okay.
I'm telling you, here, you try and roll, hit a 30.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Can I call on Miss Katonic right now? Or is there too much going on that she would not be able to get here in time?
She doesn't need to physically go anywhere. You can indeed call on her. What are you asking her to do?
Trying to think what the best route would be here.
Cool. Well, you think, Cass and Nori, the wedding seems to be proceeding. The high cleric of the entire church and country has deemed it's okay and that things are taken care of. Cass, you were headed that way. You would have seen the two paladins head in. Nori, you were at the back of the church preparing to send a sending spell. If you want to still send it, you can easily send it.
Did I hear the explosion?
Everyone heard the explosion.
I'm triple checking so I am not an idiot. Okay? Jeez. God. So much judgment in the room. Having heard the explosion and about to send it, I will turn my butt around, go back to the brothers, and also try and quietly say, I think that might have been Frog. Maybe check in with her and see if, like, I can stand guard with them, near them, and see if one of them can maybe try and check in with Frog.
They would have to do an entire cathedral-long sprint to get to that room, because they are at the front door, and Frog is at the altar in the back.
But can't they telepathically still communicate with her?
One of them can, but for you to stand there and guard for the other one to go, as you're saying, would be a lot. You could, Seth could try and reach out, but we'll see if he's able to make contact. Because Because Frog, what happened? What are you asking Miss Catonic for?
I mean, ideally, what I would ask her for is to get these men to let me go and to sit down and stay in this room. For them to sit down and stay in this room.
Are you setting any parameters on that?
Alive.
Would you have said that if I didn't ask?
Yes, because they're Dion's friends. Okay. Well, they're not his friends, but they work for him, and I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah. Cool. Seth is not able to contact Frog because her mind has been replaced for a moment. As the two people come in, a weird cosmic wind shuts the door. And Frog, when you come back to, you see, alive and with potions at their feet, the two men have been turned to stone. And you would recognize that there are anti-petrification vials at their feet, so you can save them at a time of your choosing. You also feel a large part of you missing. As Amy is going to take what is owed to her, you promised to start spreading the family, and that has not happened, and you have continued to call on her in means only in self-serving manners. So what do you think Frog loses as part of herself to give to Amy Catonic?
I guess probably a big thing would be her connection to home. Or her... Yeah,
then you... As you come back in and see the vials, the only home you have in mind is the orphanage, and it's the only home you feel like you can never return to. Cass, the problem seems to have resolved itself in some capacity. Would you still like to go check in on the room, or are you gonna sit down as was commanded by the head cleric?
I'm gonna do one of those awkward, just sort of not sure for a split second, and I guess the door's still shut, right?
Yep.
Then yeah, sort of seeing that hey, those are probably two of Dion's best in there. That situation is as handled as best possible. I'm gonna go sit back down and just sort of sit there and be I don't know what is going on.
Okay. The rest of the ceremony proceeds as intended for a wedding. You can tell everything is thrown into chaos, not only by Frog's actions, but by, the everything about what Frog did. They do not seem to be able to locate Archimedes. You do see at a certain time, though, the same time that it would have been indicated that the vows would be sealed, that the High Cleric attempts some sort of pink magic, but it seems to fizzle out and go nowhere. Afterwards, he deems them officially married in the eyes of the church and the land, and they recede to the waiting room, which is where Frog is currently sitting with two guards.
Well, you moved on before, but I was going to ask if I could leave through a window before.
There are no windows. This is a tiny little, service room on the side of the altar. It's, where you put on vestments and stuff.
Even with the fire, nothing would have happened?
It's a stone building with stonework.
Okay, that's fine. I will upcast invisibility, so I actually have one. So I ran out of slots there, so I will cast that. And then I will move towards the door.
And can I get you to roll me a d20 for me?
A d20?
Yep.
A 18.
Okay. Archimedes was on 2 successes and 2 failures, and I felt like it was appropriate for you to figure out what happens. So as you are fleeing, you grab Archimedes, who is finally in your arms, like, lets out a sigh that indicates he's not dead. He's not alive, but he's not dead.
Yep.
You have an unconscious Archimedes. With that upcasting of invisibility, you can include him as well as you open, and Dion, Julian, and the cleric, and the 2 altar servers walk into this room. You are invisible. Do you want to head out before they get in, or like as they get in, or do you want to stay in here being invisible?
After they walk in, like, I'll try to slip out the door.
Okay.
And get out. I don't know, because are they gonna think I'm dead then? I'm gone. It's fine. I'll just go out the doors and try to get outside of the church.
Okay.
Just try to keep moving.
Cool. You would hear momentary panic as the now wed, soon-to-be kings of the country, they'll be kings whenever his father dies, but they're now the royal couple, see 2 of the best guards petrified, momentarily relieved by the fact that there are apparently anti-petrification vials at their feet. You also hear, as you close the door, Dion start talking to the cleric in a very threatening tone, but you leave before you're able to catch much of it. What do the other 2 do? The wedding is over and people are receding, so it's not hard for Frog to follow. Frog will be moving with the flow of traffic out of the building. What are the 2 of you up to?
I will have found Cass and said, hey, let's go hang out by the brothers. And then cast sending to, or message Frog to see where she is at, if everything's okay. And, yeah.
And I'm going to hear that and blatantly ignore it. And I am going to let you go to the brothers, and as you're leaving, tell you to find Frog and Archimedes and hold up somewhere secure. And I'm going to wait until the main room we're in. Are we getting filed out, or is everyone just receding normally?
Everyone's it's not filing out, no one's being pushed. It would be strange to be the only person staying behind.
Well, is there anyone else staying behind is more the question.
No. No one else is staying behind, and the guards are on very high alert due to the explosion that happened.
Okay, so there is more than the 2 guards that were sent in there still in the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will file out as well and sort of see what's going on.
Cool. Nori, what do you message to Frog?
Hey, how's it going? You okay? We're gonna go meet in this specific location. Let us know. Goodbye.
This won't break my invisibility because I'm responding, right?
You're good.
So yeah, I will respond as I'm shuffling out and tell her, it didn't go so well, but I'm alive. Frog King is kind of alive, and we are moving out of the building. I will meet you. Where do we want to meet? I guess back at the hotel room, like that room.
Perfect. I will inform everyone, and we will head there.
Cool. Frog, as you are sneaking through the shadows, trying to get back to the hotel room, you feel someone trailing you. Somebody that can see invisibility quite easily. somebody that knows exactly where you would be heading. What would you be doing as you know Cassiopeia is behind you?
I will turn around, like a wide loop,
Okay.
and start moving back towards the church.
To get to the hotel, it's like a one-way path down. There are a lot of people moving. It would be the same thing as when you guys tried to sneak up. It's almost impossible to take another route because it's so close.
Okay. So there's a lot of people around us.
There's a lot of people around you.
Do I see anyone I know that is not her? Like, do I see Cass, Nori, or
no.
The brothers?
You can make a perception check for some of the other nobles. You don't see any of your allies.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a perception check for any other nobles.
Cool.
And yeah, but I got a nat 1. Oh no, that's a 7. But that's still not going to do anything.
Yeah. The only people in your mind that matter right now are you and her.
Okay. So there are trees around us, rocks around us.
It is rocky, like the entire city is built into the mountain cliff side. So you're essentially walking through these open up because they go to the sky, but it's all enclosed on the side paths.
Okay. I can't step to the side and just stand there. No. Okay.
You could. I mean, you could. She would catch up to you within seconds.
Right, but there'd be people around us.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just keep walking and follow the crowd. And instead of going back to the house, just follow the crowd. Wherever they're going. If anyone's going to a tavern or things like that. Mm-hmm. Just to stay
many of them would go to the hotel. Yeah, a couple more are going to go down to the market because there's not the poor people, but a public reception set out in the open market spot, which is probably going to be the most personal spot you can find if you wanted to do something. Can I get a charisma saving throw from you, please?
Yes. Charisma +2. 16.
16.
A lot of 16.
Yeah, you take another step forward as you are continuing to walk, but as you walk, you're not walking through to the marketplace anymore. You are now in that same endless bathwater that happens when you swap with Amy, but it doesn't feel like Amy did it. It feels like you are trapped in this plane. You don't know how long for, you don't know any information, you just know that you are stuck here. Two.
Archimedes still in my arms, or is he?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just you. Mm-hmm. Other two, what are you doing?
I think we would have...
What time of day is it at this point? Still early.
The wedding was at noon, yeah, so it's maybe 1 p.m.
Did we use Myrene already?
No, there would have been no reason to use it.
Yeah, because we were talking to them in person the first time we talked, right? Either way,
this is the next day. No ring, nothing had been spent prior to today.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm going to use my ring and message Dion and be like, "Congrats." So I think everyone's alive. You two stay safe. We're gonna figure out what happened.
You would get back. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're here confronting the cleric. Don't know where Frog is. Not pleased with her actions. Be safe. And that's the only thing you get back.
And to myself, I know they can't hear this and be like, yeah, no, I get that. I get that. And I'm just going to start walking forward and relay the message to Nori. And at this point, we are just looking for Frog and Frog King at this point. Well, we're assuming they're still together because I'm assuming they left
would assume
together.
that they went to the hotel. Yeah.
While we're walking there, I also would be doing something similar to Frog, just looking out for any of the other nobles that we would have wanted to keep an eye out for in the ceremony regardless, and just kind of overall awareness of people around us.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that perception check, yeah.
Sorry, my brain. 26.
On a 26, you don't see any of the nobles that you were expecting would be moving around. The crowds is moving in very predictable ways that would allow, if they needed to get to their house, which you know where their house is, they could easily follow the crowd there. They were mixed in amongst the main congregation and also somewhere in the secondary location. So there's a good chance that if they were there, they've made it back already. You would also see that it would be notable for the time it's been since Frog left, and that's you don't see Frog a good couple blocks up ahead of you. You don't see any signs of Frog existing.
Are Seth and Alto with us?
Yes, yeah, you would be able to grab them on the way out.
I would mention this to the group and say, I still got a kind of fishy feeling. Because that was, not quite what we had planned. Cass, can you send Quizzle to the room and see if Frog is there? Because she probably would have beat us.
Sure. So I'll do that, and yeah, I guess I'll just... Are we following the congregation then? Or are we going back to the room? Because, it seems like we got two branching paths. Either we're heading where everyone else is, or we're heading to the room.
Maybe
they're going to several different spots. It's just the people... you all have an invite to the reception. The people not invited to the reception are doing a public reception. And that's where the majority of these people are going.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's either we're going to the room or the reception. So which way are we going? As I'm sending Quizzle to do this.
Can we just station ourselves outside of the hotel? Quizzle goes up to the room. If Frog is there, perfect, we go in. If Frog's not there, we are at least in one spot and we can figure out what we want to do.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are able to get there. No sign of Frog in the hotel.
Okay. What time is the actual or the invited wedding reception?
In about half an hour.
Okay. I will ask. I'll just pose the question, what do you guys think we should do with that information? Because I think Frog probably should have been here by now, and I have a really fishy feeling, and it's not a good fishy feeling.
Yeah. Elta would pipe up. Seth says he can't find Frog. He can't reach her mind, so I don't know where she is. We don't know where she is.
And you can talk to her only on this plane? Does that mean she could be somewhere else on a different plane? Could someone...
We don't really know the distance or location or depth, but we were able to talk pretty far when we were in Alara, and it's not that far to the church from here, so...
Okay, so Nori's gonna do a little anxiety dance and be so something is wrong and we need to figure it out, yeah, and have two little pointy fingers at everyone and be pew 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 pew, and internally be shaking a little bit because if it has anything to do with Cassiopeia kind of makes Nori poop her pants. Not from coffee, just from fear. And I will suggest maybe we send this to Dion and Julian to let them know. I don't know if there's much we can do before it's going to be expected that we're at the reception. but letting them know may be a good idea, especially if
Well,
the
where
bee is involved.
where else would Frog have gone? If Frog didn't make it here, the only other place like I feel like she would have gone is the reception, where everyone else was going if she was mixed in the crowd. Because I'm assuming she was invisible when she got out, because we did not see her leave. So the only other place we could think that she would have headed is reception. So I think the most logical choice is just get back to where we were, go to the reception, and just keep an eye out. Because there's nothing we can do in the room that is worth doing at this point.
Yeah, that works. So I guess that's what we'll do.
And when we inevitably find her, you get her all fixed up, figure out what's going on, and I will play lookout with the brothers.
Frog, you, after like a minute, pop back into the street where you were at. A large portion of the crowd has moved on and has left. Like the people that were coming through have paraded down. There's still a lot of people going, but not many. And you see that Archimedes is back to being unconscious. He is not seeming to be breathing in Cassiopeia's arms. And she says, "We can do this easily, or we can do this the hard way. Are you going to follow me, or are you going to make a scene?"
I guess make a scene.
Cool. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Why is my wisdom so high? 24?
Damn! Yeah,
Yeah.
nice job. Yeah, you feel her mind trying to dominate yours, and you are able to shove off the effect. What are you going to do? You are still in the middle of the street. There are not as many people, but there are still, 100 or so people in the near vicinity to you.
Okay. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should attack or try to run. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter if there's people around us. Can I cast Witch Bolt at her? Well, no, wait. No, I have a question. So, if my sense of home is gone, and my only home is the orphanage, I would not remember my mother, correct?
No, you would remember it all, but it wouldn't feel like... It would be like a distant memory that you've moved on from, essentially.
Okay,
Like,
so then I
that's
wouldn't
not
really have the
important to you
motivation
anymore.
to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would not do that then.
Okay.
I
What are
will.
you going to do?
I will send a message.
Two.
To Nori and
Are you using sending or message?
um.
Because Nori is
Wait,
far
hold
too
on.
far away from message.
Oh, I thought I got sending, but I didn't. I put something else. Wait, no, but I have. Nope, you have to be 30 feet. All right, I will use my ring and send a message to
To Dion or Julian?
Dion.
Okay.
And I will tell him that Cassiopeia has Archimedes and also me, and will be taking me somewhere to probably kill us both, and to please send on the message to Casanori, and
You get back. Frog, you need to handle your own shit for once.
Okay.
And we need a healer. Julian isn't breathing. And that's all you get back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nori, you would feel a ping from your ring as Julian is attempting to make contact with you, but he's not alive enough to send out a message. But you can tell he's trying to contact you.
Fork. Okay. I will mention this to everyone and say, I think we have bigger fish that we need to take care of. And just start trying to bolt back towards the church or wherever I think maybe they would be, and maybe message Dion on the way.
you know that Dion and Julian went into that side room in the back. So that would be the last place you saw them go.
Yeah, so I would say, huzzah! and run that way! And try and get there as quick as humanly possible. Or say possible.
Cass, you going with?
I mean, at this point, I don't think there's anything else for... How far away are we at this point?
You'd be 5 blocks or so.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to... We don't know where Frog is at this point, right? We had got no communication. So yeah, then I'm going with Nori, and we are all running back that way, assuming that shit has hit the fan somehow.
Yep. Frog, what are you doing?
I guess I'll attack.
Okay. Cool.
It's fine.
What are you using to attack?
How many people are around me? Still?
100 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then never mind. I'll go with her.
Okay. You're not attacking, you're following her somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She, very aggressively puts, her hand behind you in, a way that, to anyone else, it looks like she's helping lead you somewhere, but you know if you do the slightest thing, she is ready to blow your ass apart. And she's going to walk you the opposite direction of where the hotel is. A couple moments later, Cass and Nori, you run up past where Frog had been, and you make it to the cathedral.
Because I have the memory of the size of a pea, it was Dion, Julian, the High Cleric, and who else that went in the room? Or just those 3?
The 2 altar servers.
Did we get any inkling of their association, meaning they would be tied to
You would
Dion?
assume they're tied to the church.
Okay. I will message Dion, and say, can we come in or should we be forceful about it?
I think you would hear enough sound that you don't need to... it's not a question of if it's okay for you to be in there or not. You're good to run in. You would also not imagine he's going to respond to you when there's a lot of crisis going on, so...
Okay, perfect. I'm going to take my weapon and repair it.
Uh-huh.
Hearing sounds going, huh? And run in.
Cool. Cass, you running in with, or are you staying back a bit?
No, I'm absolutely going in.
Cool. As you run in, you both would see both of the altar servers are full-on dead. That Dion uses a glaive. He has magically summoned it to his hand, and both of them have been cut in half. The angle you look at seems like he got them in one fell swoop and killed both of them. The High Cleric is not looking great, but is looking far better than you would imagine for doing essentially a 2v1 fight against both Dion and Julian, because you've seen Julian's musical and healing abilities, and you've seen Dion's fighting abilities. Julian, however, is laying on the ground, and his face is very pale. There is a blood spot that hasn't stopped bleeding that seems to have a lot of poison and just malice coming from the wound. Roll initiative. That's what you walk in on.
Fork! 18.
Okay.
7.
Cool. On an 18, Nori, you act before anybody currently in the room acts. What would you like to do?
Julian's looking rough.
Julian looks like he's actively dying. If he's not saved, he will be dead.
Cool. I will definitely go take my weapon. I go, ah! And look at the room and be like, ah! And go towards Julian.
Okay. You're running towards Julian with your weapon drawn, and what are you doing?
Saying, fuck the weapon and put it in my side holster because I'm really awesome and can do that. And do. Let me triple check the spell that I had prepared. I have all of them prepared, of course. And I am going to heal him, and I will figure out how many hit points that I do. I will do mass healing word.
Okay.
To also maybe try and give anything to Dion.
Yeah.
And I will do that because it makes so much more sense, but I'll just do it at 4th.
Okay. Cool. Let me know how much damage how much health they both get back. The next person to act is James, who sees you both running in, and is like, well, took one down. Shouldn't be that hard to take the others down. But he's being a bit of a problem, so I'll go for you. Cass, would you have entered the room or stood outside?
Oh, no, I would have been in.
Okay, cool. He is going to move at a speed baffling to an old man. This room's not big. Just reminding everyone, including Frog, in case you make it back, it's 40 by 30. That is not Fireball size room. It's a small contained room with a lot of occupants in here. But he, almost like moving on the wind, gets to your side and is going to try and stab you. He does. He got a 20, which is really bad because I'm not 20, for a 29 total.
Okay.
So,
where this is going?
You are going to take so much damage. It's fine. It's going to be so good. You're fine. Don't worry. You're not going to die. So it's going to be 2d4 plus 8d6 plus 6d12. Yes. All right, so hold on. 24 plus 8 is
32.
32.
Plus 36.
That's 68.
Plus 12.
That'd be 80. I can save your time.
Plus,
I'm down.
Okay. Cool. That's not even half the damage being done.
Cool.
Yeah. So, how down are you? Almost insta-dead down?
No, you can keep going.
Okay. So then plus an additional 5.
Okay.
And then plus an additional 12, 24, 30.
Plus additional 31, 30.
Yeah.
Still good, but I'm down. I'm definitely down. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Cool. So not immediately dead.
No, not immediately dead.
Cool. Nori, you see as Cass is reduced to 0 hit points, the same curse seems to be overcoming Julian. That there is a very thick, poison in the blood that if not immediately cured, will never be cured. Sort of thing. So keep that in mind for your actions. After that is Julian. Julian is in a rage and is going to swing on the High Cleric once more. Technically, Nori, you're within flanking distance, so you're giving him advantage. Nice job. Oh, good boy. He hits. He hits so hard. Nice job. James Whitmore looks bad. James Whitmore looks real bad.
Real bad? Okay.
Real bad. Cass, can I get a... also, Nori, how much health did you heal back?
20.
Perfect. Cass, can I get a death save? At disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Nice. Maybe, sorry.
Disadvantage would be the 4. So, no.
Okay. One failure. Julian is going to get up and is going to assess the situation. Dion's looking pretty okay, honestly. So, Cass, you are the worst one down, so he's going to heal you up real quick. Well, he's going to try to. The other hidden friend is going to try a thing. Cool. That doesn't work. So you'll take back 8 points of health. Nori, as the only one that's like awake and not in a mad rage, you can tell somebody somewhere tried to counterspell. You don't see anybody in this room. Somebody tried to stop Julian from healing. That's the end of...
Sorry.
No, what was your question?
No one in this room, someone from a distant place.
Has to be within 60 feet. Can't be far. But,
Motherfucker. Okay.
Yep.
But sure.
Cool. Frog, over to you. You're following Cassiopeia. It's a good time.
No.
Okay. Is there anything you're doing? Is there anything you're asking her? Are you just walking? What is Frog doing in this moment?
Just taking in my surroundings, seeing if there's any other nobles around, trying to figure out where I'm going. Can I tell, where I might be headed?
The only time you've gone north so far had been when you guys got here. And, you teleported into the main castle. You don't think she has permission to, be going in and out of the castle. So you wouldn't imagine it's anything there, meaning it's something on the other side of the city. Because it gets to the top of the mountain and it starts going down a bit, you would imagine it's somewhere over there, which is, it's not interesting or important. There's no markets, it's just homes. So you imagine she's taking you to some sort of home she has over there. I will say you're also going directly against everybody else, so at this point it is pretty sparse. Maybe 5-10 other people walking around the area.
Okay. I mean, after hearing that, Julian is almost dead, I'm not going to make a fuss right now. I'm gonna keep going with her, and hope that Cass and Nori are gonna be able to communicate with Julian and Dion.
Cool. Back over. Nori, you go at the top of the initiative. What would you like to do?
Okay. I don't really honestly fucking know. Barbara is a bonus action, correct?
Barbara is a bonus action.
Yes! Okay, anyway, sorry. From where we all are in this tiny ass room, please know, as a DM, I fucking understand it's a tiny room. Okay?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's perfectly fine.
Could I get a moon beam just on whatever the fuck his name is and not hitting Cass or anyone else? It's a 5-foot radius. It would be a super high cylinder and it goes.
Yeah, it would hit Cass because he just literally just stabbed Cass. They're there.
How bad is bad? Can I tell? One little boop and he's or maybe a little bit more.
I mean, honestly, with your Warhammer, if you got a good shot off, you might take him down.
Okay, and if I did my bonus action of Barbara, she also would go with me?
She would.
If she hit? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take out my Warhammer. Okay. And I'm gonna go and attempt to fucking hit him. Cool. I guess.
Go ahead and make an
sorry.
attack.
Bonus action, summon Barbara and put her.
Bonus action, summon Barbara.
Okay. Wait. Okay. No, we're good. We got this. Okay. I can also cast guidance on myself?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Alright, 18 plus 3 is 21 plus another 2 is 23!
23 will do it.
Yes! Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and hit.
And I also get extra cool shit because I did something to it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, you bathed it in the moonlight of your goddess, yes.
That is 13.
Cool. Still up. What's Barbara gonna do?
Oh, mother rap heads. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Let me pull Barbara up, because I didn't have her pulled up. I do deeply apologize. Barbara's gonna nom on him, obviously. Because I think she's not a water elemental anymore. Yeah.
Isn't she a water elemental? That's her final stage.
Okay, perfect. Alright, I'll just pull that up
Yep.
then real quick. Water elemental. Can I also try and position her, sorry to cast, but in between Dion, Julian, and I, Barbara, and then
Yeah. That's fine. Putting her between the three of you and him.
Ooh, fork, yeah. Okay, I can make 2 slam attacks, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. And with the 23, was it just hit, or did it hit?
It hit. I thought I gave him shield. I did not. If he had shield, it would not have hit. So within 5 of 23.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Alright, 18 plus 7, so 25.
Cool. Is going to do silvery barbs on that. So you have disadvantage, and he's giving himself the advantage. So go ahead and roll again.
14 plus 7 is 21.
Still hits. Okay.
Can I just do the second attack, or should I do the first damage?
Do the second attack.
Okay.
Mhm.
Second
Just to
attack
see.
is a nat 20 for 27. Go, Barbara!
Yeah. What's Barbara gonna? How is Barbara gonna kill this man? Please tell me.
The high cleric James Whitmore, whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing me scream at him, Barbara's gonna go in her water sound. Sorry. And take one of her arms and slash his face. And then having seen the 2 other slain people, try and then do the same thing to his midsection to also try and chop him in half.
Yeah. Go ahead and just roll me a dex check for Barbara.
She's not great, but she has a plus for her modifier.
That's good.
17.
Cool. On a 17, we'll say she hits the invisible guy who was casting the counter spells as well. He had greater invisibility on him, so he could cast spells and be hidden and was in the room. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage, because the cleric is dead. Go ahead and roll your damage to see if you can also kill backup mage number 3.
Do I roll it twice, or did he only get hit once?
Go ahead and do all damage.
Okay.
Go ahead and do all damage. Yeah. James Whitmore had 8 left. And I know Barbara's gonna far surpass 8, so we'll subtract 8 from whatever you roll here.
Okay. Okay, so the first one was 10, and then the second one was 11, so 21.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the other guy was just a simple little guy. He dies too. So you have, in the room, 3 dead bodies, plus dead James Whitmore, plus Julian, who's doing real bad, plus Cass, who's doing real bad, plus you and Dion.
Well, that was, eventful. Okay. And whenever I have another, down action, or it comes back to my turn or whatever, I'll, get up another healing.
Well, yeah, you're out of initiative order, but Cass, is there anything you would do as you come back up?
Just point of order here. I'm assuming the 2 paladins that were petrified, they are dead now. They got smashed. That's why I figured.
Yeah. They are in pieces.
Okay.
A real loss for the nation.
sort of waking up again, seeing Julian in a like awful state, and Dion probably more upset than we've ever seen him in his entire life. I'm gonna go up to the high priest, who he is dead now, right?
Dead. Yep.
Okay, and I'm just gonna like pick him up by like the scruff of his shirt at this point, and look at Dion, and be like, "Any problems with this?"
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm gonna blast a hole through his chest just to make sure.
Oh,
that
he's like, yeah, no, save the dagger. Do whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Eldritch Blast just straight through his body, so he's not coming back.
Cool, yeah. That's immediately at your level 2 beams, immediate crits. He's, if he wasn't already fully dead, is fully dead. And yeah, he has that dagger that he just put in your side that you can pick up. You can't seem to know what it does. It's very clearly magical, but beyond that, you're not sure what it is.
I'm just gonna very much at that point just take it and hand it to Dion. Just pretty much like
Cool.
That's his situation.
Nice. Nora, you're doing some healing stuff?
I have noted that we have 2 healing potions. I apparently just write down what kind of healing potions they are. So whatever you would
I
like
think
to
they're just regular healing potions.
I will give 1 to Cass and then 1 to Julian. And try and save any other magic in case I need it.
Sounds good. Julian will look around and be like, great wedding! Where's Frog?
That's the other problem. We don't know, and we need to leave. I mean, unless you guys need us to stay here, it looks like the problem is solved, and I'm going to just shoot another blast at the dead body just because I'm irritated at this point, because I literally walked into a room and got bodied. But I was just going to look at Nori and be like, we need to leave pretty much right now, because I have a bad feeling that Frog is not in a good spot.
Okay, I fundamentally understand that. However, you are fucked. And you 2 very great and awesome men almost were fucked by this human. We really want to go potentially find Frog with Cassiopeia by ourselves, or in addition to the brothers, we still may be fucked. So maybe we talk to the group of us and make a quick little plan. Just saying.
Yes, and I'm not disagreeing. It's just, okay, I'm going to look at Dion at this point and be like, what do you tell us what you need?
Yeah, he's tending to Julian and pumping in all of his lay on hands that he can to get him as high up as he can. Yeah, we're gonna cut over to Frog first, though. Frog, you are led inside of a unfurnished home. It seems to be a house that she owns in case she needs to stay in the city. It's as sparse as possible. And you are led in. Do you do anything once inside, or do you continue to follow her instructions?
Follow her instructions.
Cool. She will lead you down into the basement then, which you see has like a very, very intricate, like arcane sigils all around that seem to be tuned to her magic.
Okay.
Cool. As you get down there, it's like, the other 2 I can easily erase. You, however, have been a thorn in my side for so long. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Just erasing you and making sure that even if we go down, knowing that I beat out your stupid little family and doing to you what I did to your mother years ago. And she's going to cast Lightning Bolt on you. Go ahead and make me a dex save.
I can't counterspell, right?
You can attempt. Yeah.
I would like to attempt.
Cool. As you try and cast magic down here, all of those sigils flare up. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check. You have to beat a 12.
Oh, that's a good thing. A 17.
Cool. Yeah, you briefly overcome her suppressive magic that's keeping your magic down, and you are able to counterspell. What level are you casting counterspell at?
5th.
Okay, cool. Yeah, immediately knocks her spell out of the air. Well, you've learned something since the last time we fought. Your turn.
Great. I will try fireball again. No,
Cool.
wait. No.
It's gonna hit you if you try it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I will. God damn. Okay, so I'm in the doorway. Right.
You've been led down into this basement. You guys are down
Okay,
in like a
we're
basement.
down. Okay, I thought
Yep.
we were still entering. Okay, never mind then. What does Hellish Rebuke do? Why am I forgetting?
You can only use it as a reaction if she hits you.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna use fucking what's it called? Firebolt. But
Okay.
just up. I don't know.
It's a cantrip. You can't upcast
yeah,
it.
I can't upcast it. Yep, I'm just gonna use it.
Cool. Go ahead and roll an attack roll with
Okay.
your attack.
Roll, please.
Frog really relying on cantrips in a wizard v wizard fight.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm running out of things I can do. Yeah, no, that's not hitting. 7.
Does not hit. Cool. Back over in the church. What are you asking Dion for? Like you were asking Dion what he wants to do. What are you trying to get him to decide on?
I need, because again, I'm not asking them to put themselves in a more compromised situation than they already are. So I need to know where his head's at. Because if he's good, and if he needs us to stay here, we will stay here.
Or
Oh,
even
yeah, he does not need you to stay. Yeah.
I'm just saying that is a
yeah.
viable option because I think that we could still be forked, but that's just my.
Well, I guess the thing is,
he's gonna ask, like, do you know where Frog is? Do you have any indication where she could be, or anything of hers that we could use to try and find her?
I feel like between the both of us, we probably have something.
well, I guess the question is, what would define something that she owned? Just something she owned at any point in time?
Yep.
Your wrist wraps.
Oh yeah, that's true. The
Cool.
things. So here.
Yeah, Dion props himself up. Not Dion. Julian props himself up. He's not looking good. I mean, he's looking fine because, like, his husband has brought him up to near full health, but, like, he still has a huge wound. He's got a plastic smile on his face that you can tell is shattering inside. And he's going to cast Scrying. Frog, do you intentionally fail the save?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you feel like a very familiar magic as you feel Julian trying to find you. And he is able to pinpoint your location. In terms of if they're going to come with you, Dion is like, we're needed for pictures, but we can't take those because we look like shit, so that'll have to be delayed. And I guess no one can really be that mad if we're late to our own reception for our own wedding. I wish Frog well, however, I don't think we can justify going to help her. But have faith that you can find her, and if you really need us, let us know. My husband, I can say that now, will know where she's at, and we'll get to you. And he's going to cast Expeditious Retreat on you both, so you guys can run as fast as you can to get to Frog's location. It'll take you 2 rounds to get there.
So, question: how many people can Expeditious Retreat hit? Just 2?
He got it on all 4 of you.
Okay, so it can take the brothers too. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to look at Nori and be like, are we doing this?
Yeah. For Kate purposes, can commune be done while walking, and can it be done internally, or do I have to actually like sit and do things, so to speak?
What is the casting time on it?
Oh, 1 minute. Never mind.
Then no.
Just kidding. Alright, ignore that question. Okay, thank you.
Oh. Yep, you both are, I imagine, taking dash actions to get there.
Well, but one thing, just
Mhm.
before we leave, I'm going to look at Dion just before we leave and be like, I do apologize. This may become a town issue, depending on the situation, and I'm not trying to ruin your day, but I'm trying not for any of us to die here at this point.
Our day was 2 weeks ago. Just don't kill my citizens.
I will do my best, and with that, I'll pretty much tap you on the shoulder and get going.
Cool.
Happy wedding day!
And you guys, all 4 of you start taking dash actions. So we'll have 2 rounds of wizard v wizard combat before you get there. Frog, what you up to? Actually, it's not your turn first. She
I was gonna
outranks you.
say it's not my turn.
Yeah, it's not your turn in any capacity. Well, cute that you've learned a couple new spells. Let's see if you can dodge this one. And she is going to... well, I'm going to ask you for an intelligence saving throw, please.
30?
God damn!
That was really lucky. I got an at 20 plus my...
Yeah, congrats. So you will take half the damage, and you are not taking the same effect as Archimedes.
Okay.
So you will take 41 divided by 2 is, we'll just say 20. 20 points of psychic damage. And you see Archimedes in the corner is like, Miss Frog, I'm glad I could be here, and just snaps. Like, his mind seems to shut off, and he is fully dead. It is your turn.
Why is he gotta be dead? Okay.
Because he was within the 20-foot radius of the spell targeting you. This is what you
know.
get for having actions. Your turn.
I will cast Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Okay, what's that do?
She needs to make a con saving throw.
Cool.
I gotta remember what my thingy is.
She's going to give herself a 15.
Well, that's kind of rude.
What is your spell save?
15.
Cool. So she meets it.
Okay, so on a failed save, half as much damage. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Okay. With half of 24 is 12.
Okay, she'll take 12 points of damage then. And what does it look like, your icy spell?
A chilly blast coming from my hands. And then she does not get icy because she beat me, which is rude.
Full of rage, I imagine, as you just watched your familiar's life leave his eyes.
Yeah.
Cool. At the end of this round is when the two of you will be able to run into the basement. So it'll go Cassiopeia, Frog, and then you two will run in. We'll say for fun and flavor, you can see the start of the round. You just can't interact until the end of the round. Frog, can I get a con save from you, please? Sorry, I lied. A dex save from you.
Dex. Okay. Hmm. 12.
Well, okay. She's like, I'll have to say, this has been fun, but you are getting annoying. I'm honestly impressed that you've lasted this long. Did not think you would. And you are going to take 74 points of force damage.
I'm dead.
Cool. So Cass and Nora, you would run in and you would see just like a large beam of black energy leave her hand as she say you're getting annoying. And as it hits Frog, she doesn't fall to the ground in like the way you'd imagine, like the way you've seen bodies. You just see like an outline of Frog and then a powdery cloud of dust that gently falls to the floor. And you both are here.
An outline of Frog and a powdery dust hit the floor.
Like, you know, like when someone runs really fast in a cartoon and like it leaves a dust outline and then it's gone? That happens, but you just see all the frog turn to dust and then fall to the ground.
Oh, so Frog's dead. Like,
Frog is
she's
dead.
Yeah, Frog's dead.
Well, fuck that shit. Okay.
You would also see Archimedes not dead, but Archimedes is kind of dead.
I don't give a flying shit about Archimedes. Like, what? Okay. Shit. And Barbara's still with us?
Barbara is still with you.
Okay, I'm gonna have Barbara move in front of me. And Barbara's gonna go first.
Okay, what's Barbara gonna do?
Barbara's gonna try and... Nothing. I'm just gonna slam her twice with Barbara.
Okay. Do it.
21 to hit for the first one.
Even with shield, that hits, yep.
And then, not nat, but 20 for the second one.
Cool, so 2 attacks. Go ahead and roll double damage.
Four plus 3. 7 plus 4. 11 on the first one.
Okay.
And 14 on the second one.
Okay, and then what do you do for your main action?
As a bonus action, I am going to conjure my spiritual weapon.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check to see if you can do magic in the room. You have to beat a 12.
Arcana is then... Nope. Okay. 14.
Cool, yep, you are able to do your spiritual weapon.
I'll swing to hit her, then, using my action?
Go ahead and roll to hit. Using your bonus action, you can attack a spiritual weapon on the summon. So this is still just your bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
13 plus my modifier. 21.
Yep, hits the shield and breaks right through it.
Okay. 8. Wow. 16, 20.
Damn.
Wow.
This is what happens when you stop doing wizard fights and just say, get wrecked, scrub.
And then for my actual...
I will say, in this one singular turn, you have taken out half of her health already. So.
Can I attack again with my spiritual
weapon? Well, not with your spiritual weapon, but you can attack with your weapon.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get anywhere near this bitch. Oh, buttheads. Okay, I didn't take anything with a cantrip. That I think would be super effective.
You have told the dead and you know that she's injured. If nothing else, it would do extra damage if it hits.
You know what? Let's just go for that shit. Thank you for that.
Comes out to a 10. She's got a +6 to wisdom and she rolled a 4.
12. 22 points of damage. Nori's really fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
She just essentially saw her friend evaporate.
Yeah. And you thought you needed Dion. Cass, what are you up to?
How is she looking?
Bad. Real bad.
How big is this room?
It's like a 50 by 50.
Cool. Okay, can I just get one clarification really quick?
Uh-huh.
I'm level 10. If I use polymorph, can I polymorph into pretty much a CR 10 and below?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's happening. Like, pretty much seeing Frog get absolutely obliterated. So, here's the other question, clarification. Is this a sturdy building, or would I be able to bust out if I grow?
No. This is, like, built into the bedrock of the mountain.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that may have to change.
It's like the basement of her house in the mountainside. Like, it's
hard. How tall is this exactly?
Be like 20 feet tall.
Feet tall. Okay, hold on. Okay, so real quick. Fantastic.
Just be a dwarf.
No. Literally. Okay. I looked it up, and I'll let you clarify. I want to do a T-Rex, and I looked it up. It says they are 20 feet tall on the nose.
Works for me. You are like at the foot, at the like top of the stairs, so I imagine as you're probably morphing, you have to, like,
down.
shut
I'm
it
gonna
down
do this.
then.
I'm doing this intelligently. I'm moving down pretty much to her, and then I am just expanding rapidly.
Go for it. Yep.
Okay, and then so Nori, as you see me run into the room, you see my arms just shrink into my body, and you see a literal massive blue T-Rex jump out of where I was at this point. So with that, I'm going to do a multi-attack against her. We're gonna do bite for the first one.
Go ahead.
So
She's still got her 21 because of shield, but go ahead and roll.
That was a 12 with a plus 10, so it's a 22.
Woo!
Cool. Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
Oh, this is gonna be so satisfying. Let me see real quick. So it is 27 plus 7, 34 damage.
Bad. She looks real bad.
I'm going to bite her again.
Go for it. Yep.
And this one, I'm going to use my last lucky point for the day. Wait, does that work as a T-Rex? Because I would assume that applies only to Cass, right?
Well, I think it's an innate thing you took, right? Like
yeah, it's a feat, technically.
Yeah, you can still use it, yeah. Okay. It's not like your human form is giving it to you or anything.
So that's a 15 then, plus 10, so that's a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
And then that's... Ooh. 28 plus 7, 35.
Cool. What's it look like as you finish her off?
Oh, I'm...
Yes! Okay, sorry.
I'm literally just... Because I'm assuming, like, I bit down on the top of her, and you can just imagine... This is, Nori, what you would be seeing, this is the angriest Cass has ever been at this point, and I'm just keeping her in my mouth, slamming her against the floor, the wall. Like, she is a puddle at this point on the
Cool.
building.
Cool. Speaking of puddles, Frog, you see yourself just, like, at the end of time. Like, you just see a vast nothingness in which everything that will ever unfold has already unfolded, and anyone that has chosen to join you is standing at the edge of time with you. What are you feeling in this moment?
Probably empty.
That's fair. Yeah, Amy looks down to you and is like, well, it's good that you joined the family, otherwise you'd be left adrift in nothing.
Right.
They could maybe bring you back, but I wouldn't hold hope to that.
Okay. Yeah, no. Frog is just sad and empty. Particularly because she didn't get to say goodbye to her friends and also Dolly. So she's gonna hope in her heart and head somewhere that they know what she would have wanted to say to them.
Nice. Cass and Nori back in the basement. What are you all up to?
Have Seth and Alto joined us at this point, I would imagine?
They were gonna go right after Cass, but Cass just turned into a T-Rex and ate somebody. So, they're in the room with you.
Would I have any knowledge of anything I could do in this moment, having just witnessed what happened?
Looking at the... Like, if there was a body, you could easily bring her back. If there was something remaining of her, it'd be harder, but you could probably bring her back. You have a feeling that only extremely high-level magic can save her right now, and maybe that would require you succeeding on a divine intervention from your goddess.
There's no fucking way. I will sit down with her ashes, right?
It's not even ash, it's just dust. Like, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
sit
not
down.
even...
It's
Sorry.
more like like a black imprint on the floor at this point.
Okay, I'll sit with her imprint, and I will. Oh man, I will try. Fork my face, man.
There's nothing that typically gives you advantage on this, but if there's anything that you two or the brothers would do narratively that would maybe make it easier for Nori to contact her deity, I'd let you guys try and get some buffs and boons to this.
Are you thinking?
I'm attempting to think. Maybe. Does Cass still have some type of connection, in theory, to Amy Catonic? Maybe not the same as.
Like, has a relationship with, but doesn't have, like, a summoning familiarity or a pact with or anything. But Cass does have their wish-granting patron. So.
Yeah, so pretty much following this, I would... okay. Seeing this, I'm going to revert back now that the issue is sort of done with Cassiopeia, and look at Nori and just like shrug, be like, "Do you have any ideas?"
I can talk with Titania and maybe call Dion and Julian, as just like tears are like coming down Nori's face, having seen death but not maybe felt death as close, so to speak, aside from her brother, my brother, but not having seen it. So first time like really seeing probably like true impactful death to her. I would just use divine intervention. I think that's about all I got.
Okay.
You would
and
also
then-
see that Seth is kneeling there, like, trying to, like, touch the ashes that aren't there, and he's weeping openly. You can't hear it, because he can't make sound, but you just see, like, puddles of tears mixing with the dust on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to just put my hand on your shoulder, trying to calm you down. Just put a hand, as I walk by Seth, put a hand on his shoulder, and just look back at Alto and, like, nod, just give him a nod, just being like, I'll be back. And I'm going to Sanctuary Vessel into my lantern. And pretty much jump back into where I've been multiple times over the past months at this point, and just sort of look at everything sort of collected over time and go to, I believe we said there was like a mirror in the middle, right?
It's like a window out into, like, an expanse of water.
Yeah, that thing. And just sort of put my hands on it and just be like, I don't care which one of you comes up, but I need something from one of you. So I'll do, in theory, anything at this point, and just wait if anything happens.
Nori, go ahead and roll your divine intervention.
Oh, Lord. Remind me one more time what I do with that. My percentile die and then a d10.
No, just your percentile die, and you have to hit your cleric level or lower, which is a 10. So, you need a 10 or lower.
Ah, damn. Was it 20?
What does it feel like as you try to reach out to Titania?
That the want is there, but from Titania, but there's only so much even celestial beings and Fae can do, so to speak.
Frog, you would look down at your feet, and you would see a little frog hopping up to you and go, "Oh, you're here too? I'm glad that we get to spend more time together, Miss Frog."
Oh my gosh. Frog will reach down and pick him up and hold him and then just start sobbing.
Cool. And Cass, yeah, you would see that, as was promised to you, this disruption from the summoning circle not working out does seem to be sending ripples. So you only see your good patron here, the one that's light blue that has been more on your side recently, is here. You can tell the presence of the other one still exists, but it's not the one that can make contact with you, despite it being the one that would far more want to make contact with you.
Gotcha. And I'll just look up to him and be like, I will do literally anything at this point. My friend is... And at this, like, Cass just sort of looks down, like, not really knowing what exactly happened, but, like, just tell, like, the genie, like, my friend is gone. Like, I literally saw her just disappear in front of me. And I know you've already helped me before with the pearl. Is there anything I can do? Like, take anything that you need, just bring her back.
I wish I could, but even we have limitations in what we're able to provide unless it's funneled through somebody's wish, and our bond is not strong enough to give you more free wishes. But, I'll see what I can do. And can I get you to roll a divine intervention for your genie patron? Yeah.
How does that exactly work?
Roll a D100 and get under a 10.
This. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Perhaps I can continue to work on it, but I imagine she's with her own patron now.
Yeah, I'm just going to nod at him and then just pretty much destroy the inside of the lantern. Not like in defiance of like him, like Cass understands that, but just this situation, and come and give about another minute or so, just come back out. And just sort of look at Nori and shrug.
The only things that weren't destroyed, Frog, from your person were any of your magical beings. So what magic items would Frog have had on her that fell to the ground?
Magical items?
Mm-hmm.
I guess her ring, right? Julian.
Which Julian would have felt the connection immediately severed upon your fall.
Okay. What else do I have here? My instrument of illusions. I think that's all the magical items I had.
And then the other thing is, the mail in this world is considered magical with how fast it happens. What would have been the last letters you wrote?
Probably that last night. So it would have been I would have sent one to Dolly, and to my siblings, telling them about what's been going on with, like, the church. Not details, but like, oh, these are bad guys, and explaining that the three of us were going to be trying to help Dion and Julian the next day, and telling them that, like, we're getting close to the end of this and I'll probably be able to see you soon, and telling them I love them.
Thank you for going on this journey with us. We'll have one final episode for the epilogue of these characters. Seeing where they get up to, seeing where life takes them, and seeing what Cass and Nori choose to do with the information that they have learned. Until then, thank you, audience, for listening. Thank you, players, for playing. And as always, goodbye.